following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Hello. Tap, tap.
All right, everybody, welcome into another fantastic edition of Mornings on Main Street on this beautiful June 2nd, 2022. Up close and personal today with everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the show. Band, ease it on out there a little bit. Nice job there. All right, welcome in, everybody. We got a fun show for you today. Our good friend Catherine Mayhew, the restaurant reviewer for Main Street Nashville, joined us at 7:15. Our pet of the week at 7:30. And then a wonderful story coming away at 7:40 about this young lady who started this Facebook page to help out foster families. And it just warms your heart. And it's positive, it's local, and it's great. So we'll talk to Kara Puckett at 7:40 today on the show to get you off and running as we've now entered the second day of June 2022. Now, this is a for Nashville folks, it's a sad day. I mean, it was 6 years ago when the Blue Angels plane crashed here in Nashville, and we'll never forget that. That was just an awful, awful day. So you'll see a lot of remembrances for that going forward today. So keep that in mind. Anyway, let's bring in our good friend, the intern, as we do every morning at this time. Intern, feeling good, man. Where are you today?
Still the basement.
Okay.
Trying to get my way out of there.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say through the magic, I'm going to turn off a certain light that's in your area.
Okay.
I'm doing some, there we go. And there, much better. Yeah.
More cozy.
Yeah. You looked all washed out earlier, man. And I know you don't like that. So, all right. Welcome to the show, buddy. You doing okay?
And yeah, I'm doing great. I do look I need to go to somewhere where there's a beach and tan.
Nashville Shores.
Yes, that's true.
Have you been to Nashville Shores lately?
Not lately, but I have been before and I love it.
Well, you need to go back.
Okay.
Make a few phone calls and say, look, paparazzi, can I have my own cabana? Just, say when you do it, I do it all the time. Say, look,
right.
I need a cabana, not for me,
right,
but for you.
For the crowd.
Yeah. So just give me a cabana. I'm out of the way. And then everybody's a win-win. And the paparazzi's still going to show up.
I will say, though, I do not enjoy when you're standing in line and someone keeps hitting you with those floaty things.
Yeah. That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is. It never.
Usually you take that 13-year-old kid and you grab him by the neck and say, no, one more time, and you'll be the float. And it works good. And the parents show up and you take off running.
And if you make them the float, make them the float.
I've done it 1,000 times. Just bring your own float over there to Nashville Shores.
BYOF.
Have you been to Nashville Shores lately? No?
No.
Why not?
Not lately, but I have been.
Okay. It's
a good time.
It is. I was going to tell you a story about Nashville Shores one time, but I'm not going to because it's
Is it good?
I'll tell you off air. It's a pretty bizarre story. Well, I'll tell you off air because that's where all the good stuff is.
Right.
The off the air when we're talking amongst ourselves. All right, so let's get you right to it. Hold on, don't do it yet because I haven't.
Shop
every day.
Let's talk it.
Get back to the front page of. Hold on, I'm getting you there. All right. So Joe, do this. Joe, you're getting better at this. Thanks, pal. Boom. Front page today's Main Street National edition delivered right to your inbox every weekday. I love this. Get up and read all the headlines, latest news, community news, high school sports news. It's the perfect thing. All right, so we always bring you trending videos and weather. Kangaroo attacks a man in Australia. So, you're like, I've seen this before, but this is just a bizarre story. Here we go. Let's watch it together. Oops, I pressed the button, doesn't it? There we go.
This grandfather from Australia had to go one-on-one with the kangaroo who attacked him in his front yard.
Went ass up, and then he jumped on me back, and was just fortunate enough.
Oh, they had to circle on the guy and make sure we knew which one was he.
Powell from News First, he not only had
It's a roo.
safe, but also his dogs.
That kangaroo one.
What does dogs do?
Yeah, for real.
Fortunate that I did because he would have, opened
Cliff
up like
Tess.
an envelope. So yeah, I wrestled him on the ground for 5 minutes.
I would wear a shirt like the rest of my life that said that. Well, he's beat him with a stick.
I mean, that kangaroo dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Serious injury.
He gouged top of my head, and he bit me on the finger. And
It's insane what Australia has to deal with
This
animal-wise.
wildlife expert says the attack could have been
What if it?
worse.
He was extremely lucky because
What if this Ian guy was in the kangaroo costume, attacked the guy so he could get on TV?
It sounds like him, though.
Got him somewhere where it could do some real damage.
He adds that if
Well, I heard
someone
in
is
Australia
ever
they
in this
see kangaroos as
situation,
often as
the
Americans
best
see
thing to
deer.
do is be
Oh, okay.
smart
So
and passive.
imagine having
But
to fight
what's
a
he-
You've got a
kangaroo.
kangaroo that's looking a bit aggressive towards you. Crouch down, back away. Don't wave your arms at it. Don't stand up tall and be macho because
That's good advice. It's the same advice I use for kiosk workers at Opry Mills. Just crouch down, stay away from him.
You see the guy with the helicopter?
I got to go back to this real quick here. All right, let me go back to where he. Yeah, they had to put the circle on him, make sure we know which one's him. Which one's the kangaroo? Oh, okay, good.
The other
Thanks
guy.
for that.
He told Rebecca Powell. from
Oh my
News
goodness.
Take me back to the scene.
You ever been to Australia?
I'm not, but I heard
Me
they're
neither.
really big spiders, and I'm not down for that.
They have what?
Big spiders?
Oh, and huge caterpillars. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Pass.
Why are they so big?
I'll just go to Keith Urban's house. That's good enough. Is he? Yeah, you back again? Oh man. Good times there. Doing okay, anybody?
Yes,
Good to see
absolutely.
you.
That was funny.
This is a cute little story here. National Art Studio opens a nonprofit foundation. Now, when the pandemic started, I was tasked with going out finding positive stories, although my boss at the time hated this, but I did it anyway, just to spite him. So we found this little cute place called the Little Art House. And these sisters, they were wonderful people about doing at-home projects for arts, keep your kids interested. They're just great, great people. And they started this nonprofit. So it's good to see them rewarded for what they're doing. Well done.
Yeah.
I'd like to take you to an art class.
To a little art class?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Draw some pictures.
I'm more into pottery, but I don't know if you're taking
Okay, I'm more into you staying away from me. That's the best thing. Hey,
Mixed
TDOT work to
signals.
close 2 Wilson County roads at I-40. This will affect you, man.
Ooh, backyard.
Yep, phase 1 will begin Friday, June 3rd at 8 p.m. with lane closures on I-40 westbound, and then phase 2 on the 10th and then that's the 13th.
I hope they have like somebody announce phase 2
Dumb.
now commencing.
They're going to get the bridge fixed at Sparta Pike over here in time, hopefully for the state fair.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully in time for the state fair, man. Ding, 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 ding.
How else am I supposed to get my funnel cake?
National banner 69 years ago today. We'll talk about this today on the national news. Queen Elizabeth crowned, the coronation was this day 69 years ago. Elizabeth crowned the queen. Yep.
All
1953.
long live. Same one, right?
Prince, yeah. So she's something today. Today might be her 75th anniversary as the queen, I think.
Oh, it's the Queen's Day.
Yeah. So 75 years. So this is the front page of the national banner. Good to see the banner keeping a lot of local news for us there. Something happening 8 hours away via plane in London.
5,000-mile radius.
Is there anything in here? Congress opposed Red China entry. Boy, that was something back then. Madison boy is a polio patient. Sad. Let's see what else is going on there. That's about it. Oh, here's a pleasant story. The Rosenbergs to be executed June 18th. Spies. That's what they are. They're spies. Today's also a very sad day too, man, because Prince died on this day, 2016.
Wow.
Accidental overdose of fentanyl.
That's awful.
Yep. Also, Richard Dawson passed away on this day from Family Feud. And Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, died of ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease on this day, 1941. Is that right? 1941. Yep. Hey, Donkey Kong came out this day, 1981. Do you like Donkey Kong?
I do. There's a silver lining. I do. I'm a big DK fan. I call him DK.
What do you call him DK for?
It's just something that, when we were younger, just kind of stuck.
All right. All right. So remember yesterday, our post meeting, you said, hey, Joe, have you talked to Allison Dixon lately? Because we talked to her last. I said, I haven't spoke to her in a while. I log on today, and now she's become the development accountant at Samara Road.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what Samara Road is?
Of course. I mean, it's hard not to, It is a vertically integrated, diverse real estate investment and development. Diversified.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's headquartered in Nashville. Did you know that?
I didn't know. Any place else?
There's one other place. I think it's New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
What have they been up to lately? Now see any hiring that's going on? Got 3 new hires, right? So Allison, congratulations. She is so smart.
That's why we
so
haven't heard from her.
smart.
She's been grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
She'd been a general contractor in Los Angeles since last time we talked to her.
Back in our Western Kentucky days, she was grinding then too.
Yep. And remember, she had her, you got your BS from Lebanon Junior College. She got her BS in economics from Ohio State. So one up for her.
Right. Absolutely. I got mine. Mine's 3 letters, GED or whatever. Same thing.
That is the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Hey, Elon Musk to Tesla employees, return to office or resign. Good for you.
Ultimatums.
Get your butt in the office and work. There's a certain radio show in the morning I listen to. They come in. It's a sports talk show, and the hosts are so lazy they stay at home. I'm like, get to work.
Right. Well,
go to the studio and do it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't be at home and work.
Well, and then the microphone, it cuts off all the time. And it sounds terrible. Get to work.
I find it fascinating when Joe Tessitore and all them call games and they did it from home.
Well, they did because of the pandemic. That's
right.
why.
But it's crazy.
Just get to the games now. You'll be fine. Get to the games.
Just go.
Hey, Titans are in OTAs. You know what I care about the Titans OTAs?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Because I've covered those for 20 years and nothing happens comes out of that. You can't get a starting position in camp, but you can certainly lose one. Remember that. You make your way across the world today. All right.
We're all just undrafted free agents.
No, they're not.
We are. Everybody. We are.
We are. Oh, yeah, we are. Do you follow baseball at all? See how your Giants are doing.
Yes.
They're 6 games back. So over 500, though. It's not bad.
Right, exactly. If you're number 1 at the beginning.
The Mets are killing it. They're 10 up on the Braves. Oh. All right, which team in baseball needs to go and just pack it in for next year? Who's the worst team in baseball? Royals have a 33% winning percentage.
I like their logo, though.
I like all baseball teams' logos. I think they're all neat in a cool way.
I'm not crazy about the Guardians, but that's just probably because it's new.
Yeah, well, and they're not crazy about you either. So that's the thing. Look, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers skipping OTAs. Nobody cares about it.
Yeah.
It's a big nothing. Rodgers skipped all of OTAs in Green Bay's minicamp last year and then signed a $150 million contract in the offseason. You think he gives a rat's? No. Brady doesn't need it either.
No.
Derrick Henry's not even showing up to camp. You don't need that nonsense.
So OTAs is for
organized team activities. It's called mini camp.
Oh, okay, so it's just like voluntary.
I just can't get past this guy.
Who's that? Is he play for the Titans?
Can't get past this guy. Can't get past him. It's about the best summer. What's the best summer job you ever had?
Best summer job I ever had.
Besides this one right here.
It was probably, man, I don't know.
Well, if it takes that long to figure it out,
I've never had a job for just one summer.
Not one cool job that you had or anything?
Not like a summer camp. No, I never did the camp counselor thing.
But anything like this story's about me being a valet parker at Opryland Hotel.
Right.
And I was the worst valet parker / employee that Opryland Hotel ever had.
I was a dish boy for a restaurant during the summer that I absolutely hated, but I don't have one that I loved. You
gotta have a job where you can flirt with girls. Right. That's the job, right?
Absolutely.
And here's what happened to me, man. Here's why I'm a terrible valet parker. I'll read part of the story. One time a family pulled up in a really nice van. I remember they were from Chicago in town to visit the family and spend a week at Opryland, USA. They pulled up, handed them a ticket, they unloaded their luggage. He tipped me and they went off to the hotel. In the seat behind me in this nice conversion van was a full pepperoni pizza. And I was starving. So I waited till the family went to the hotel and they told another valet parker what they had left in the van to meet me in the parking lot. Parked the van. He opened the door. And we ate the whole pizza in less than 3 minutes. I'm not kidding you. We just devour this. But the first bite I took, the pizza sauce squirted down my shirt because he had Valley uniforms on.
Right.
And it went all down the middle of my shirt, and it was a huge mess.
What kind of uniform was it? Like a suit?
It was a little Valley uniform. So you had a button up and a shirt. I mean, you had to look kind of professional.
Right.
So when I went back up there after parking the van, the dad was waiting on me wanting the pizza. True story. He says, hey, I want to get the pizza out of the van that we left in there. Do you mind going back to get it?
Sir, you've been robbed.
And I said, go get it. I'll be right back. And so I went to the parking lot, came back up and said, so there's no pizza in the van. I think your kid brought it in. And I explained up here at the top.
Blame the kid.
Yeah. And I had a pizza stain on my shirt. And I told him that the guy's like, okay, they probably did, but I didn't sit up in the room. Thanks again. He never came back.
Those crazy kids.
But I had a huge pizza stain on my shirt.
Oh my
This
God.
Valley Parkers. I went through everything in your car.
Did you know you had a
Oh yeah, it was huge.
die with the lie?
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. When I saw him, I'm thinking, this is it.
Right.
I'll make pretty good money. I'm gonna get fired because I took the guy's pizza. But that's on him for leaving the pizza in the car.
Absolutely.
All right, here's your horoscope. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Taurus, take charge and enforce the changes that make your life and job more manageable. Speak from the heart. You got to speak from the heart. Address issues that concern others. Lay out a strategy that everyone you talk to can support and contribute to. So what you need today, buddies, when you go home today, find a nice shady spot, get a blanket and lay outside and just kind of think. Don't take your phone with you, okay? Don't take your phone and just be one with nature. Can you do that today?
Go out there and take as long as it takes.
Yeah. I know you have a lot of energy when you leave the show, but just kind of compartmentalize. What's the word?
I think that's it.
Compartmentalize.
Caramelize.
Caramelize that energy. And then put it together.
Additional.
If you're watching at home, I'm really sorry for this. We'll try to do better. I mean, that's our goal every
Can't
day.
guarantee that it will be though.
We will try. All right, time for Comic Strip Team. We'll do it again, Beetle Bailey again, just because there's a lot of aggression going on at Beetle Bailey this week, which happened with the Sarge and the troops. So they're camping or they're going somewhere. And this is
They continue that rough week with the common public.
oh man, folks, it's good to know that the United States is being secured by these troops right here, right?
Camaraderie is just insane.
Right. This guy here, of course, he was the stapler bandit yesterday.
That's Beetle's brother, that third one back.
This guy here,
No, the third one back.
him?
Third one back. Yeah.
No, is it?
Yeah, it is. No,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, of course I don't know.
Okay.
All right, the voice of the sergeant will be me. I'll do Hannibal Lecter today. You know what? I'm gonna do John Travolta. Here, you get the other two. Who do you want to be?
Okay, I'll try to be Hannibal this time.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 3, 2. Hey, it's so weird here. It looks like we have to go up and over this mountain.
That's dumb. Let's just go around it. Then you do some kind of look thing.
You finish.
Now that was a really dumb idea.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry.
That's dumb. Let's just go around it. Now, that was a really
Scoff.
dumb idea. All right, so a few things.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Why isn't Sarge carrying anything?
I was just about to ask that. And where are their bags in the previous scene?
Well, they're on their back,
Okay.
right
All
there.
right.
So you got the
Myth
carry over their head.
busting.
All right, my thing is, what's this fish doing?
He's gonna be in the army one day.
Right, and so did not take you. So now you got to walk around with wet clothes. Just a nightmare.
And why? Yeah, I don't know. Don't follow him, right? Maybe someone else should be.
And so here's what I don't like:
Okay.
the insubordination from Beetle Bailey.
First of all,
That's dumb. You don't talk to your superior officer that way, Beetle.
right?
You don't. And would they not scouted this first with a drone? Just so. I need to report this to somebody
Absolutely.
to hire
Run
us.
it up the chain.
All right, that's terrible. All right, let's take a break. Come back in the show. Our good friend Catherine Mayhew, our restaurant reviewer, one of our favorite and fun segments every week. We love Catherine. She joins us next. You are watching Mornings on Main Street.
Check out this massive bridge. This is officially the world's
How do you
longest
build something like
glass-bottom
this?
bridge.
I have no
It
idea.
just opened up in Vietnam with the Dragon
Scary.
Dance's blessings to
I'm not
celebrate.
walking on that.
The now
Let alone bring a dragon.
recorded longest glass bottom cliffside pathway.
Glenn's
And it's
awfully happy for
spectacular.
this bridge.
Before this, China's 1,726
Nope.
foot.
I'll be Nolan and you be Miss Buxley, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3, 2. Do you need anything stapled, Miss Buxley?
Here are a couple of pages you could do.
I love stapling! By the way, for those that didn't know, when I was a dancer in Vegas, younger,
Yes,
that was my
yes.
nickname, Manwich.
Manwich.
Yeah.
The city famous for its music is quiet now, but it's about to be overwhelmed by the symphony of speed. Nashville Superspeedway will be rocking from the pit to the grandstand. June 24th through 26th, the LIIVE 400 NASCAR Cup Series race weekend brings a mix of incredible racing and live entertainment. Tickets are going fast, so visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com today and join the full throttle fun.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Evidently, there's a wreck in downtown Nashville. We don't have it on our T-Dot camera, though. That is northbound lanes as I-65 are closed north of downtown Nashville due to a crash involving 2 semi-trucks. It sounds pretty bad. Hopefully, there's no fatalities in that, and everybody is okay with that. All right, let's time to bring in our good friend Catherine Mayhew, restaurant reviewer from Main Street Nashville. This segment brought to you by My Stomach. Catherine, it's always good to see you. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, and I saw the little clip with the Manwich. Has that episode run yet? The disastrous Manwich episode?
We have 2 parts. We have the real part that we did, and then we have the blooper reel, which will run at a later time.
Well, then I won't blow the surprise.
No, everybody does. Once we get clearance from the Manwich folks, we'll be okay to do that. But that was for those that didn't know, the cooking segment. We made sloppy joes. I messed up after I was told 3 times not to pour the Manwich into the onto the pot or whatever it was.
Pot.
Put the meat in first, and I didn't do it, and so it caused a little consternation for a little bit. But we learned. We rallied, Catherine, after that.
That's right. That's right. And you were very, very apologetic.
I was, because I thought I was going to get my tail kicked out of there, so I had to figure something out.
No, Chris has a lot more patience than that.
All right, we love you, so let's get right to your article this week. And when we read your articles, we talk to you, the intern and I come away amazingly hungry. And so today it's happening again, because I was reading the article again. I read it Monday. I read it today. Take us away with this. Dim sum stars and perfect Chinese meal. A lot of Chinese restaurants around Nashville. What stood out to you about this place, Catherine?
Well, there are a lot of Chinese places, and a lot of them are really good, but hardly any of them serve dim sum. I know of either 2 or 3 in the entire city that will do this because it's very, very labor intensive. What it is a variety of different dumplings with different fillings. Dim sum literally means touch the heart, which I think is just, touching. And they're all most of them are steamed. The wrapping generally is rice paper, so it's very delicate. And the idea is that you order, 5 or 6, depending on how big the party is, and then everybody shares. So it's a communal meal of little bites. The dim sum comes with little delicious sauces. If you're able, chopsticks kind of enhance the experience. If you're not, don't worry. You can even eat them with your hands. Nobody judges. And it's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And when it all comes to the table, you think, oh, I'm going to be starving after this is over. And then you're not. It's the perfect meal. At Szechuan Hot Pot, which is the restaurant, they're the only people I know that do dim sum every single day.
Ooh.
There's another place called Bamboo Garden, also very good, but they only do it on the weekends. And they do it in a more traditional way, in the sense that they have little carts, and the carts are wheeled around the restaurant with all the dim sum on them. And it's like going to the Argentinian steak place and you eat all the steak you can eat until you can't eat anymore. They'll keep loading you up with dumplings until you cry. Oh, no more. But
well, let me ask you this. So I would assume this, because again, I'm ignorant, that this is an appetizer. Is it not?
No, it's considered again, you think about this. So each little steamer contains usually 5 pieces. And if you order 6 little steamers, well, okay, 5 times 6 is? Come on.
55.
Yeah, there you go. So you know, when you add it all up, you're really eating a substantial meal. And in that picture to the right, you see those what look like fried buns? Yes, they're fried. They are fried buns. They are indeed deep fried bread, sweet bread with a custard dipping sauce in the middle. And
all right, so this meal here, if you order dim sum, you get these guys, and then you get everything else that comes with it?
No, you have to order. So when they give you the dim sum menu, it will tell you what each dim sum is. Like those contain shrimp, and there was others that contained like pork. The ones in the back are bao buns, and they contain like a sweet shredded pork filling. So they're all different. And you'll see when you get the menu. The good thing is if you've never done this before, there are pictures of all of it, so you can kind of look at the picture. I think it's a little bridge too far for some people to order the chicken feet, although they're very good. if you can get that textural situation under control for yourself.
Chicken feet?
Yeah, very popular in a lot of Asian countries.
Chicken feet.
Chicken feet, yeah.
Okay, well,
yum.
That's why I like you, because you've told me something I never thought that I would hear before.
Well, you'll see it on the menu, the dim sum menu, and it's really for somebody who's maybe more advanced in this kind of eating. I have had them and I enjoyed them, but my mother used to call it fighting for your food. You should never have to fight for your food. Well, chicken feet, you definitely have to fight for your food.
So when you mentioned this the other day, and again, I'm trying to expand my culture and my palate. When you talked about dim sum, I actually thought this was something like from a Jeff Foxworthy skit, like dim sum good eating. So I had no idea that this was actually a meal.
It's been around forever. It originated in China, and it originated with people who were traveling a lot. And they would be on a road and they would find an inn. And it was a way to have like a little light meal on your way to someplace else. And then it just took off as a really popular way of eating. And it's, I don't know if all dumplings descended from dim sum, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I just reading your articles again, I get so hungry. Like you can go conventional with egg rolls and crab rangoon, but it's more fun to think outside the box a little bit. And then you start explaining the meals and things you could do. I just find this fascinating that you step out of your comfort zone to do something like this, and you're wonderfully rewarded, aren't you?
All the time, if you step outside your comfort zone just a little bit. And, again, I preach this all the time. People who serve their own food from their own culture very much want you to have a good experience. And they will make sure you have a good experience when you try whatever it is. But here at Szechuan Hot Pot, the dim sum, they're very patient about explaining things if you need to know more. And the other part of Szechuan Hot Pot, as you would imagine, is hot pot, which is a whole different thing. And I'm going to do that another time because it's its own column.
So let me see this here. And this is something that's become a lot of people more, the gluten-free thing. You put it in here. If you're gluten-free, dim sum is your no worry ticket to a fabulous meal because most of the dumplings are made with rice flour. So that's good.
No, that's very good. And I have a friend who's severely allergic to wheat. And she and I go there all the time. And it's the one place she can relax and know she's going to be able to eat a fabulous meal without getting sick.
I just reading this is just so, I want to eat the whole thing. It's amazing. So, all right, let me go back to the point again, Catherine. So if I go and order, one order of dim sum is 6, correct?
Usually 5, sometimes 4, or sometimes 2. It depends on the size. Some dim sum are kind of big, the big buns that have the shredded pork in it. You get 2 of those because they're really big.
Can this become expensive though? If is it?
Well, sure, if you go crazy, but I'm guessing at this because I can't remember exactly. I think each dim sum was under $5.
Okay.
So if you order, I think that particular trip we ordered 4, so that's $20, for something that's a real creative experience, something that's far more than just eating lunch. It's something you experience. I think it's worth it. There's meals you splurge on, and then there's meals that you sort of hold back to make up the difference. And I actually can I do a couple of unscheduled things here that involve that? Okay, well, there's big news in the fast food world. Big news. So the first big news is Taco Bell has brought back the Mexican pizza. They took it off the menu last year, much haranguing and wringing of hands, and they brought it back. And now it's doing the same thing that the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich did, which is they're selling it so fast they're running out of them. So now there's a Mexican pizza shortage. And that's vitally important to know that there's a Mexican pizza shortage. And the other thing is Arby's, for the first time, is selling a hamburger. First time in years. And the hook for them is they say it's made out of, I think, 52% Wagyu beef, which is the fancy beef that originated in Japan, where all the cows get massages and drink champagne. And so I'm going to go try that today because I'm kind of curious to see what it tastes like.
All Arby's locations that are selling a hamburger?
It's a limited time only through the end of July. Wagyu beef burger.
I wonder how. Do you know a price on that? Because that's got to be a little bit expensive.
It's pricey. It's over $6.
How
for
dare
a fast food burger? That's pretty pricey.
Well, by the way, at Arby's, the 2 for $6 beef and cheddars, fantastic.
Yeah, of all the fast food chains, I think Arby's is right up there in my book because they really do have the meats. I mean, they have really good sandwiches. Their smokehouse brisket is killer.
It is. All right. So after last
sorry about that. Detouring back.
Last Friday night, I went to the movie, and after the movie, I stopped by Taco Bell to get a Mexican pizza, and I saw the sign. They were sold out, and I pulled up and I said, "Sold out." He's like, almost immediately, we were sold out.
Yeah, you adding something back to a menu. So now you're all of a sudden having to, I think in this case, what they really have to stock is like pizza sauce, which is what goes on the top of it.
Right.
And then people had this pent up, urgings for Mexican pizza, and they just went like hotcakes.
But it's not like the Mexican pizza. Not like it's a 5-course meal somewhere. It's just what? It's a tortilla.
No, it's just 2 tortillas with some meat taco filling in between them, a little pizza sauce on top, and some melted cheese. I mean,
crazy.
That's all it is.
That's crazy. All right, I saw you teased us in the article here, and I'm gonna pull it back up real quick, that you have another column about the hot pot all by itself. Why is that?
Okay, so the hot pot it's a very specific thing. Not all Chinese restaurants do it because it requires a lot of special equipment. And what it is you pick your broth, and it comes to the table, which is outfitted with a sort of it's kind of a warming situation where you put the pot in a container on the table that has a heating element. So literally it stays almost boiling at your table.
Wow.
And then you order, I'm blowing this whole column, Joe. And then you order the accompaniments, and it can be thinly sliced raw beef or, a variety of vegetables or seafood and shrimp. And then you dip your fixings in the broth, and it cooks in the broth. And then it's very labor intensive, but in a fun way. And then you ladle the soup that you've just made into a separate bowl, and you keep going like that. And talk about getting expensive. I will tell you, there was a couple across the aisle from us who was doing it. And of course I kind of watch what people eat because that's what I do.
Sure.
And they were on their 7th and 8th platter of meats and vegetables. And so at any rate, it's its own thing. It's very much fun. It's fun the way dim sum is fun. It's an interactive experience. You have to sort of work for your food a little bit, but in a fun way.
I love it. I love it. I love the article, and I love what you put in there, because now I know exactly what this is, what it's about, how to order it and go about it. And that's what I like about your columns and you have on the show, explaining to us in a way where we all can enjoy it. Catherine, you are the best. Thank you each week, and we'll see you down the road, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right, Catherine Mayhew, read her stuff at Main Street Nashville. She's perfect. I mean, her articles are it's not like, hey, this tastes good, go try it. But you see by her article, it just laid out and why it's so good and why it tastes so good. She is the best. All right, we'll take a break, come back. It's time for our pet of the week. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Welcome to Main Street Nashville. Our newly launched e-edition allows you to read our paper online from anywhere in the world. You are in control of how and when you read or listen. Subscribers can access our e-edition online at mainstreet-nashville.com or on a smartphone or tablet using our Main Street Nashville app. In a browser, today's and all previous issues are available at the click of a button. Main Street Nashville is fully responsive. Click and drag your cursor to move the paper left and right. To see photos and text at a larger scale, double-click on a page. Clicking print will allow you to print an article or crossword at your convenience. View photo galleries and videos by clicking the icon on an image. Click play on videos once the screen appears. Main Street Nashville's e-edition is a simple, new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Read whatever you want, whenever you want. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Call us at 615-527-4104 or email us at news@mainstreetnash.com.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street on this beautiful June 2nd, 2022. Hey, up close there. We don't want that this early in the morning. Great job, man. Really good. All right, time for our Pet of the Week, brought to you by good friend Hunter Briley and the Regal Realty Group. We love them and the support of this segment and adopting out these animals. It's a tough time now for shelters around because they're full. Some of these shelters have never been this full before, so anything you could do to help out, alleviate, foster, adopt, it's a beautiful thing. We spent yesterday at New Leash on LIIVE here in Lebanon, and here's this week's Pet of the Week. Okay, time for our Pet of the Week. We've come to see our good friends at New Leash on LIIVE in Lebanon, and we got an absolute beautiful girl for you today. Meet Lucy. She's about 5 years old. She's a beagle and mixed with some other things. We'll call her that Baskin-Robbins puppy dog, 31 flavors, but she's fantastic. Now, she's 5 years old. She's a little chunky monkey, aren't we? Which is okay because it means she's being loved. Lucy's had a rough start, kind of an owner surrender here. She's so sweet though, and it kind of breaks your heart that she was found kind of on the street, but she was brought to the shelter here at New Leash on LIIVE where they knew she'd be taken care of and be loved on. And look how marked she is. She's beautiful. Hey, who's pretty? Lucy. Lucy. Are we pretty? Who's pretty girl? Yes. So she's a lot of fun, rambunctious, likes to have a good time. Again, a little chunky, but fun. But, you know, so am I, and I'm a blast too. But I'm not up for adoption. But Lucy is. So look at this. Yeah. Tail wagging, loves people, loves to eat. I mean, she's the perfect companion. She's the perfect companion to have and play with and see how much fun you could have with her. Look at that. So things are going good. And like I said, the last couple of years have been kind of rough for her. But again, she is at the shelter being taken care of and loved on. And now she needs for you to come and see her. Lucy, see how smart, look at that, playing with her thing. I mean, she is really sweet. She came right up to me, let me rub her belly, play with her head, and see that.
So yeah, so if you're looking for a really sweet puppy dog, this is not your puppy that's a year old. She's about at least 5 years old, but yeah, but she is so much fun. Lucy, how much fun are we? Can you tell us? Look at that. I see you. You know who's pretty? You are, Lucy. Yeah. Anyway, there's information on the screen at New Leash on Life. Come up here and see if Lucy and there's other ones that need loving homes. And the staff here does an amazing job of taking care of not only the doggies, but the cats as well. So, Lucy, you're our pet of the week. How does that make you feel, huh? Speechless? We get it. We understand. Again, information on the bottom of the screen, newleashonline.org, and come check them out. All right, there's our pet of the week. Lucy, we love you. We're going to get you home, girl. Thank you.
All right, that's Lucy. Again, 40 pounds, 5 years old. She's beautiful, so much fun. So what? I'm chunky too, and I'm lovable. Intern's not, but we still love him. So go see. There's a website, newleashonline.org here in Lebanon, and there are some absolutely beautiful angels that work at this shelter that provide the love, care, and hope to animals in need. Fantastic people. Check them out and make Lucy a part of your family. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side. Another wonderful person doing some amazing work in the area that I want you guys to know about. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
The problem, Joe, is multifold. Number one, the growth in the population is not just in the Middle Tennessee. I mean, the growth in population in Tennessee has been, East Tennessee's growing too. And certainly Knoxville is growing. Chattanooga's done some growth. So the in and around those areas. So let's just use just pure numbers. Okay. My age, when I graduated, there were 160 people that graduated from UT College of Dentistry. I'm going to take my area out of the loop. So 160 kids. And of that 160 kids, 150-ish were from Tennessee. Now there's one class per year of 100 kids, and only 80 of them are from Tennessee. So I'm retirement age. So you had 10 years of people at 160, and now you're down to 100. And that population, if you imagine the population growth in Tennessee in the last 10 years. So you not only have had a population growth, you've had a massive increase in the number of people that have retired. And so where's that balance? Well, the only way you can affect that balance is you got to generate more students. You got to put more kids in place.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. That's the accident you see north of Nashville there. That's closed the interstate down on I-65 North. That looks like that's over by Metro Center. Behind there by the Smartway, top of that's where Top Golf is. Of course, there's the Cumberland River. That's where it looks like it is right now, I-65 at Cumberland River. So hopefully nobody's injured in this, and it's outbound, which is a good thing. If it's coming inbound, Chihuahua. Well, that'd be all day long on that there. All right, welcome back to the show. You saw our pet of the week there, so thank you for that. All right, let's bring in just a wonderful person who's doing some amazing work in our community, Kara Puckett. It's Nashville Foster Love Closet. Kara, thanks for doing this today. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on here.
All right, talk about Nashville Foster Love Closet. When I first saw it, I thought it was for about dogs. I'm like, this is really wonderful. Then I found out it's not about dogs. It's for foster families. What's the purpose of the Nashville Foster Love Closet? Tell us why it's important to you.
Yeah. So Nashville Foster Love Closet we're a foster closet. We serve foster families, foster children, and we provide them with all kinds of things. So physical goods, anything from clothing, shoes, underwear, to we have provided furniture like beds, cribs, all the baby gear, diapers, wipes, just really anything that a foster family might need for their foster children. Foster families do get a stipend for the children that are in their home, but a lot of times it's not enough to cover the cost of everything that you need. So my husband and I decided to start this organization.
Is it a Facebook group only right now?
We also have an Instagram page, and I just created a TikTok. I'm kind of figuring it out. I don't really know how to do TikTok, but I'm working on it.
All right, well done. So it's a beautiful thing that you're doing, because oftentimes you get overwhelmed and there's like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed and I have no cleaning supplies. I mean, is this part of just helping just kind of get the wheels in motion, that the family doesn't have to worry about some of the small things in their life, that way they can take care of the big things?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the percentage is something like 50% of foster parents stop fostering in less than a year. And we just, there was no foster closet in Davidson County. So my husband and myself, we are foster parents. When we were going through our classes last fall, I didn't even know what a foster closet was. Someone mentioned it in one of our classes, and I put it on my to-do list to figure out what it was and find the closest one to us, and there just aren't any. And Davidson County is such a huge population. There's so many hundreds and hundreds of foster families, and nothing to serve that need. And there are some in other counties, but they don't necessarily, like if you live in a different county, they won't let you come to their foster closet. So we saw the need and decided, we can do something about this. And so, just to help those families with the smaller things, that support, so they can keep doing what they're doing, the big things.
Carrie, you and your husband are angels for doing this, because it's a critical need, and you guys are taking part of this. What are some of the major items that you need for the Nashville Foster Love Closet?
Yeah, our biggest thing is clothing, diapers and wipes. Those are the main things and toiletries, the main things that we always try to keep stocked and on hand. We actually just had a group of it was a youth group from Knoxville. They were in town over the weekend, and there were 15 of them that stopped by and helped us sort out all the rest of the clothing donations that we had. So that was such a huge help, a really big blessing that they wanted to do that. But those are kind of our main needs. And then we take other items, other donations as well. Again, furniture and things like that. We do it out of our home. So usually furniture, we'll ask people to send us a picture of it, and then we'll try to find a family that might need it and connect the people. That way we're not storing like a bunk bed in our garage or, that we might not have the room for. But we really do all kinds of items, but the clothing, diapers, wipes, toiletries are our biggest needs, the things that we go through the quickest.
Say somebody went today to Walmart and bought $300 in toiletries and items that you just discussed right there. What's the next step? Do they deliver to is there like a storage facility? How do they go about this next?
They would get in contact with me. You can, message me through our Facebook page, or we also have an email address that's on there that, I can arrange a time for them to come and bring it to us. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my husband works from home. So we're just about always here, which makes it really convenient for people to drop off donations or for families to come when it's best for them. But also we do have an Amazon wish list that people can order from, where we have a whole list of needs, and that way it just gets shipped directly to us.
Is that just search Nashville Foster Love Closet?
On Amazon, yes. Yeah.
Okay, to do that. Kara, when you found out that 50% of foster families within a year stopped doing that, to me, I had no idea that's what it was. That's crushing to me. I would the same reaction for you.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very staggering statistic, and it might not be exactly 50%, but it's something around there. Like it's way higher than it should be. But now that we've been in the game of fostering, like I get it. It's tough. It is not an easy thing to do. And we've been foster parents for 4 months now. It's a really tough job. So that's all the reason more that we want to be able to support these families, because we're in the trenches with them, and we get it. We know what it's like, and we know that they need that extra support for, again, just the little things.
What was the moment when your husband decided to become foster parents?
It's something that we've always kind of talked about even before we got married. And it took a while for him to finally agree to it. You know, he was always kind of on board, but just to actually say, okay, I'm ready. And I think he actually picked up a pamphlet from church one day about adoption. And I said, oh, are you considering this? And he was like, yeah, I think I might. Let's go ahead and put in the inquiry, because he knew that it took a little while. It takes about 6 months to go all the way through your certification process and your home study and everything. And so that was kind of his moment. And he, you know, we've got 2 boys of our own, 2 biological children. And so we had talked about it after the first one, but then found out we were pregnant with the second. So put it on hold a little longer, but yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's just you two are amazing. So again, National Foster Love Closet. Reach out on Facebook, email you, and get the good word out. And I'm gonna go to Amazon today, and I'm gonna order some stuff just because I think your mission is important. And this is my little rant here. I think 2 things should go on in the world. I think people deserve to eat, and I think children deserve a chance. And you're doing both of those. So God bless you, Kara.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joe.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, Kara. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thanks. Bye.
All right, Kara Puck, the Nashville Foster Love Closet. Again, we have some amazing, wonderful, and beautiful people in Middle Tennessee. That is a prime example right there. And that's why we love this show, The Intern and I, because we bring on these people who are making a positive impact in our community. And I tell people all the time, when you think the world is going to hell, it's not, because there's so much good out there that overshadows the bad, but all we talk about is the bad, not here. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Plus, your chance to win tickets to the LIIVE 400 come at Nashville Super Speedway. That's all next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street. Oh, my mother used to get on me about my posture so much.
What is it supposed to be though? Because I
think it's sit up, right?
Yeah, but this
your chest out?
Like this?
I'm sure it's not this.
Yeah.
And now they're going to sell it in an online auction.
Oh yeah, I did go there. I went there the other day, or not the other day, a couple weeks ago with my dad. We were checking it out.
There?
Mm-hmm. It was right after we got done with McKendree Towers.
Out there in Dixon.
Yeah. Oh, this is in Dixon? Where is this? Spaceship? What spaceship is this?
Let's bring into the show Christine Dubry. She's the Executive Director of Tennessee Senior Olympics. Christine, did I say your name correctly?
Perfectly. Thanks for having me.
Yes! You should be PR for the city of Nashville. That's your new job.
I love supporting different things, and the Parthenon may be my favorite attraction. I don't know.
A city famous for its music is quiet now, but it's about to be overwhelmed by the symphony of speed. Nashville Super Speedway will be rocking from the pit to the grandstand. June 24th through 26th, the LIIVE 400 NASCAR Cup Series race weekend brings a mix of incredible racing and live entertainment. Tickets are going fast, so visit NashvilleSuperspeedway.com today and join the full throttle fun.
All right, here we go, my friends. Yeah, full throttle fun. You can win tickets to the National Super Speedway, the LIIVE 400. Here we go, man. It's Main Street Media is teaming up with the National Super Speedway to give you a chance to win 2 tickets to the June 24th Truck Series and 2 tickets to the June 25th Xfinity Series. Yes, winning is easy. Just go to your favorite Main Street Media Facebook page. If I were you, I'd go to Main Street Nashville. Boom, look for the National Super Speedway banner and tell us why you want to go to the race. There'll be 2 separate winners. They'll be drawn on Friday, June 10th. Again, Get out to the Speedway. It's beautiful. The June 24th Truck Series race, which, by the way, is my favorite because all they do is hit each other. That's great. And the 2 tickets to the June 25th Xfinity Series. Again, winning is just easy. Go to your favorite Main Street Media Facebook page. Look for the Nashville Super Speedway banner and tell us why you want to go to the race. 2 separate winners will be drawn on Friday, June the 10th. And, of course, Sunday's the Ally 400. Coming your way. Go out there and have a good time. Brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery, Rackley Roofing, and then it's so much fun. We had a great time out there last year, so make sure you check that out. All right, intern, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Hey, what's up?
By the way, all right, let me show you this.
Please do.
Something very important happened in my life 7 years ago today. All right? I got to meet somebody special, okay? And it was Kim Kardashian. So she came to town 7 years ago today. That's me right there. That's the actual picture. She was filmed. Her TV show was being filmed. I took this picture before I interviewed her. I told her that I loved her, and then she smiled and held my hand. True story.
Stay right there.
And then but this was a very surreal day in Nashville history because downtown Nashville shut down for her. It was just really crazy.
That's wild.
I mean, there were probably 20,000 people that came downtown on this day to see Kim Kardashian. And to this day, I still don't know why.
And then JoJo was one of them.
JoJo was right there front and center working for you, man, that day. And I was like, hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
So, all right, I think she's beautiful.
All right. She kills it.
She is still not as beautiful as that. That's my dog. My dog's sleeping.
Lazy.
I just right here in my dog, right under her neck, it's all creamy. So I kiss this like 50 times a day. I love this stupid dog so much. I do. I love this dog more than life. You know what else I love?
I have to, though. I was
this
about
guy.
to say,
yeah.
You got a chaw in right there, too.
Jeff Fisher.
No,
Look
man.
at that.
The goat.
Yeah, man. Hairy arms.
Stand, I got an alligator.
Oh,
belt.
goodness. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's roll through these celebrity birthdays. The game is you got to get them within 2, right? Within 2 years. Kara's still on. Should we bring Kara on the show? Hey, Kara, you still there? You gonna play celebrity birthdays with us? No, she's like, no, get me off of there.
I don't blame you.
Watch her log
really
off in
good.
3, 2, 1. She logs off. She's in our virtual green room. There's always a party going there. Thank you, Kara. We love you. Thank you for what you're doing. All right, here we go.
You don't have to leave.
The All-State man, Dennis Hasbert. How old's he? He also played the getaway driver in the movie Heat.
But he was always the All-State guy.
Yeah, but he was in also Major League.
But the All-State guy.
Yeah, and the All-State guy.
I mean, he got typecasted by a commercial. It's pretty impressive.
It's all right. Getting paid. Get that paycheck.
Hey,
dollar bills, yo.
What about the moolah? Let's do 48.
68.
Is he really?
The funniest man on planet Earth, Dana Carvey. How old is Dana Carvey today?
Let's go 54.
67.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Me neither.
That wasn't good.
Actor Wayne Brady.
Oh, Wayne Brady. Whose line is it? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Love that show. Let's go 40. He's looked the same age for like 40 years.
He has.
Let's go 51.
50. Yeah, you got one there, buddy. Proud of you, man.
I appreciate that. I really do.
You got to get better at this. I don't know this guy. Zachary Quinto. Never heard of him.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Marina Baccarin. She was in Homeland. She was the wife of Brody in Homeland. She is beautiful.
She's the main character?
She was the wife of the main character.
Oh, okay.
She is beautiful. Hello, Marina.
53?
She is 43.
Ah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. That's all right, though.
I don't.
That's okay. We'll get
Not
there.
even in the show.
Better. Let's see here. Actor Stacy Keach.
What's she in?
It's a he, and he's older.
I get that. I've gotten that wrong a lot lately. Too many times. Let's go 71.
81. The Beef. Jerry Mathers. How old is the Beaver?
Let's go 64.
74.
Ah.
Did you get upset at that or something?
Yeah, that's my expression of anger.
TV personality, Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen, if you got the 411, how old's he?
Let's go 57.
54. Rapper Be Real, Cypress Hill.
Let's go 36.
Don't they sing? No, he's 52. Don't they sing Insane in the Membrane?
Insane. I got no brain.
Actor Justin Long was in Dodgeball. I think he's married to Drew Barrymore or something along those lines.
He was in he's in good movies. I like Justin Long.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 33.
He is 44. He's 44. He's also in Die Hard.
Is he?
Yeah, one of those 18 Die Hard movies.
Great Christmas movie.
Okay, 2 more. Professional wrestler Lex Luger.
Ooh. Let's go.
Hey, Kara.
61.
He's 65. Close.
That's
64. I'm sorry. And then the professional wrestler AJ Styles.
58.
45. You got terrible at this game.
I've regressed. That's for sure.
All right. Take care of yourself, buddy.
Deal.
All right. Thank you. Remember to go to the Main Street National Facebook page and put your name in to win the tickets to the truck race and the Xfinity race. There we go. Full throttle fun. Look, we went last year and it was an absolute blast out there. So go see it. The Speedway does a great job of the fan experience, second to none. All right. That's our show for today. Make your way in the world today. Be kind, be nice, smile, be polite, be like Kara Puckett. Make the world a better place. And remember this, my friends, nobody ever went broke by giving. See you tomorrow.